Decentralized applications, or dApps, are essentially blockchain-based smart contract-powered versions of apps popularized by the Ethereum network. They act just like traditional apps. A user shouldn't even notice a difference, but provide much more in terms of a feature set. dApps represent a new way of interacting with personal finance. When one thinks of traditional finance, often money lending, borrowing, savings, and similar entities come to mind. Each of these is powered, if you will, by a central authority such as banks or other financial institutions. Let's see why do actually we use dApps and its benefits that we can't miss. But before that, welcome back guys to your own channel Women in Crypto, where I share amazing and informative content through my videos. So without any further delay, let's get started. So, why we actually use dApps? Decentralization offers various benefits over apps running on a centralized network. Chiefly is the lack of a third party, thanks to the innovative smart contract. An app like Venmo allows one to send money to anyone, however, moving those funds to a bank account costs a fee. Plus, moving fiat often takes days to arrive. Sending money over a decentralized app, however, means there aren't any or very little costs to be paid. This saves users money on fees, and considering decentralized transactions are almost instant, it saves some time as well. Of course, dApps don't run on centralized servers either. An advantage decentralized platforms have is they're invulnerable to all types of attacks, as there's no physical device to target. Not only does this make the network more secure, but it also means there's no downtime. Accessing these applications is always possible. dApps can also apply to almost any industry, such as gaming, medical, governance, and even file storage. As a result, dApp usage is almost no different from traditional applications. While users benefit from all the changes on the back end, the actual experience should be the same. This way of interacting with applications is considered Web 3.0, also referring to the decentralization of information. When the web started, it was a space full of information anyone could access. Over time, large companies harnessed or centralized it. While these organizations provide it for free, that comes at the cost of providing our data, which they then sell for profit. Companies then have control over that information, know what their users like to buy, how much money they have, and who they know. That control also means they can take it away. Enter Web 3.0, where dApp usage doesn't come at the cost of privacy. Instead, a user can choose to share only required information for, say, a medical checkup or a loan, and choose who sees it and for how long. Companies might pay for this access as well, ensuring that the users also profit from it. There's also the problem of trust. In a world where large companies with so-called high security are leaking usernames, emails, and passwords, it's hard to trust anyone completely. Cons of dApps. While decentralized applications might present a future free of corporations, there are currently some major issues that the industry is working to resolve. For one, the lack of a central authority might mean slower updates and platform changes. After all, one party can simply update their app as they please. A dApp, however, requires majority consensus from the acting governance, even for a minor bug fix. This could take weeks or even months as users debate the pros and cons of any improvement. Also, dApps require a reasonably sized user base to operate properly. They need nodes, governance, and users just to interact with it. However, accessing dApps can be quite difficult in this early stage, and many aren't seeing the support they need. In the future, accessing a dApp might be a download away. But for now, users must download a dApp-supported browser, send the required crypto to that wallet, and interact from there. While tech-savvy users should have no problem with this, the vast majority of people will have no idea where to start. You must be thinking, how does a dApp work? Decentralized apps have the following 3 common characteristics and key attributes. They are open source. All required changes are decided upon by a consensus of the majority of users. This requires the codebase to be available to all users for evaluation. They provide decentralized storage. Data is stored on decentralized blocks. They offer cryptographic decentralized blocks of data are validated and proven true. dApps are both stored and executed on a blockchain system, commonly using Ethereum. The app is validated with the use of cryptographic tokens, which are needed to access the application. dApps are similar to conventional apps, as they use the same front-end code to render a web page. But dApps' back-end code is different, as it runs on a decentralized P2P network. This is what makes dApps free from the control of a single authority. While a traditional application is supported by centralized servers and database, a dApp is supported by a smart contract that is stored on a blockchain. Ethereum is the most popular blockchain for running smart contracts. Smart contracts enforce rules defined in the code and mediate transactions. Since a smart contract consists of the back-end only and is often just a small part of the whole dApp, creating a decentralized app on a smart contract system requires combining several smart contracts and employing third-party systems for the front end. The blockchain that a smart contract runs on is a ledger of data records that is stored in blocks, as opposed to being stored in a central location. The blocks of data remain dispersed across distributed locations. All of the blocks of data are linked and ruled by cryptographic validation. Not all dApps work on standard web browsers. Some may work only on websites with customized code to open that specific application. Benefits of decentralized applications. Decentralized applications provide the following benefits. Fault tolerance. If a single node in the network is still working, a decentralized network can stay available, although performance may be severely downgraded. Because there is no centralized network, a hacker would not likely be able to attack enough network of nodes to take down a dApp. Data integrity. Data stored on a blockchain is immutable and secure because blockchain consensus algorithms ensure data stored in the blockchain is resistant to change. Flexible platform. The Ethereum blockchain is flexible enough to enable the quick development of dApps for different industries. User privacy. Users do not need to submit their personal information to dApps to use any app-specific functionality. Drawbacks of decentralized applications. Decentralized applications also have the following weaknesses. Maintenance. dApps are difficult to maintain, debug, and update, as all fixes require the consensus of all the peers in the blockchain-based network. Hard to scale. Decentralized networks are harder to scale than centralized networks. Network congestion. If a dApp uses too many resources, it will back up the whole network. User experience. Because dApps do not function the same as centralized apps, it may be more difficult for developers to create a user-friendly experience for end users. Users need a public and private key to log in versus a username and password. Ending this, let's see some examples of dApps. Although there are thousands of dApps being used and developed, 3 examples of dApps include Chainlink, TraceDonate, and Mines. Chainlink is middleware software that provides tamper-proof inputs, outputs, and computations for Oracle networks. Google is testing it for a BigQuery POS data warehouse. TraceDonate is a service that connects charities and donors to beneficiaries with the goal of building trust that donations given reach those in need. Funds are kept in a digital wallet and enable the donor to track how the donation is spent. Mines is a dApp-based social media platform that runs on open-source code and can encrypt all personal data sent by its users. So this was it. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe to Women in Crypto for more amazing videos like this with me. Until then, peace out.